Some surprising economic news this morning. The unemployment rate jumps as job growth stalls. The jobless rate in March rose slightly to 6.1%, the highest level in over 2 years. CTV's Kamil Karamali joins us now with more on this. Kamil, good morning. The latest job numbers are out. What more do they tell us? Are they a surprise?
Yeah, and so they are surprising a lot of economists, raising many eyebrows. So we know that it was sitting at 5.8% in February, predicted to only jump up maybe 0.1% to 5.9%, but seeing this 6.1% figure of the unemployment rate now across the country, a big surprise to many, Renee. So here's how we break it down. It's a 0.3% increase from the previous month, and that's the largest increase in the unemployment rate since the summer of 2022. That means the economy dropped roughly 2,200 jobs. There's also an increase of about 60,000 people who are now searching for work or temporarily laid off. And that's adding to the total number of unemployed in Canada, now sitting, as you see on the right of your screen here, 1.3 million Canadians are unemployed. That's a figure that's about 250,000 more than what we saw this time last year. And according to one economist, it's really a result of the slowing economy. Have a listen to one interpretation of these latest numbers.
These weakening employment numbers are a sign of a slowing Canadian economy, further evidence of a slowing Canadian economy, further evidence perhaps that higher interest rates have done their work at slowing the Canadian economy and putting downward pressure on inflation, which is the Bank of Canada's goal.
Another thing that stood out based on these StatCan numbers released this morning, Renee, youth unemployment also increasing 1% month over month, now sitting just under 13% of that youth unemployment rate across the country. And that's the highest youth unemployment this country has seen since September of 2016. So quite a while since we've seen such a high number for youth unemployment.
Let's break it down by sector here, Kamil. What's trending up? What's trending down?
Yeah, we're seeing quite a number of sectors, Renee, seeing a dip in those that are employed, or a dip in the number of jobs available. So the highest we saw was in accommodation and food services. They've lost about 27,000 jobs since last month. So that's a dip of 2.4%. Wholesale and retail trade and professional, scientific, and technical services also seeing a drop in the number of jobs available. So all of those in actual figures equals up to 20 to 23,000 jobs that have now been lost in that sector. If you're looking for a small silver lining there, the healthcare and social assistance sector seeing an increase in jobs available and employment. So that field still very much hiring, up 1.5%. Renee, that looks at, in terms of actual jobs, at around 40,000 jobs available now.
All right, CTV's Kamil Karamali reporting for us. Thanks for this, Kamil.
Thanks, Renee.